Welcome back to Chatting with the Stars. I'm telling you, for my previous audience who have always been following this show, we welcome you back again to Chatting with the Stars, as I said. And for the newcomers, this is a part of what we do. Hopefully you'll enjoy every moment of it. You should. This is now coming back to the different genres of talent and gifts, that God has bestowed upon people to express themselves and that create entertainment, creating a talent that is beyond, I'm telling you, awesome. Now, in studio with me, I have a comedian, a gospel comedian, and we are going to have him do his stuff. I'm sure I'm going to be laughing throughout this entire interview because of how funny this man is. From the decor, from the decor, and he's going to be putting on to send it live out to you, audience, for you to view us on RHR TV1, Chatting with the Stars. And I'm telling you, this young man has me cracking. I'm trying to hold it together because of the outfits and all of that stuff. So this is Jordan Love. I'm your host, and we are going to be talking with Zazan, gospel comedian. Zazan, welcome to the show.
Yes, yes.
This young man flew from Jamaica
Yes.
to RHR TV to be interviewed. When Sammy, I'm telling you, told me that you are coming, I'm like, him coming up, like, him really come? I couldn't believe it. He takes his gift very seriously, and he's showing off. So tell me a little bit about the costume. You got 2 ties on and your jacket. What's going on, Zazan?
Well, good evening, everybody. And most naturally, we are on TV land.
Yes.
So I want to say greetings to everybody on TV land. Yes, well, my decor, naturally, I'm a man of elegancy. I am very elegant. Yes, as you can see. As a matter of fact, I recognize that all the problem that is happening in the world today are the butu dressing people them. The ones them who dress up like a butu. And them are cause all our problem.
All of the problems.
All our problem. People just like a me and you, we not get a problem.
Oh, you know that.
From a look for you, me see say you're decent smarty. Me no have to ask. You never get trouble for your barn. You go through high school, you never eat nobody lunch. Not even one time.
Well, that is true. that is true.
I know that.
Yes.
Yes.
The name Zazan. How you got your name?
Wow. I want to remember a friend of mine. So pardon me if I come out of character because you asked me the question. My friend Chuchu. Cleve Chuchu Warren. Passed and gone. May God rest his soul. We're doing a show. A show called Land Saga. Me, Chuchu, and Girly, and Lemon. But the name that I got in the show was Zazan. But Chuchu couldn't call the name properly. So every time he say Zazan, he twists up in tongue. So he just cut it short and say Zazan. And he passed off and I kept the name. Zazan. So.
Major industry. The comedian industry is such a major one. We want to talk about your upbringing. Did you know that you would become a comedian today?
Well, when I was born, they said that I born crying. Yes.
But most babies born crying.
Oh, so, and a special leg.
No.
Then somebody should tell me that long. I thought I was special, all along I thought I was special because I thought I was the only baby that born crying.
No, the babies them cry.
I didn't know.
It's the other way around. The babies that don't bawl are special.
I need to talk to them, doctor. They should tell me that. I never see that in the contract when I was born. If I had saw that in the contract, I wouldn't bawl. Because I wanted to be special.
But the people know that you're special by just seeing you. Tell us about your childhood.
Boy, I tell you something. He was one pitney way. Give whole heap of trouble. Because he has to. You know when time Jamaica used to have a bag with them called near ladder bag. Yes. One black bag. So me used to love watch one show named Superman, God of Cryce. So when time me I go a shop pan evening time, me push me hand through the bag like a son. So when we run the breeze going at the bag, I go brrrr. So me used to love do that. I would run me say Superman. So one evening now, me now go in a shop. So you used to have a little wall on the shop. You could have go pan it, go turn up like me can't turn up. Me turn up, you still see me?
No, sit down.
I can't sit down. So I went on the wall and I jump off of the wall. This little boy in see me and do me thing. Come and ask me what me I do. So me say, let me show you. Me carry him go up on the wall and tell him to jump off. But the little boy said he looked too high. So he never want to jump. So me say, no worry yourself. I am Superman. Let me help you. Me show him a boof.
And what was the end result?
Then the little boy start ball. So me start cussing. Say, where your girl picnic? You just a ball like a sissy. Where man, you too soft. Me go a shop go buy what me a buy. Walk around the road, cause that me usually do. Walk and look in a mango tree and flingstone off of people, dog and all them something, you know? Yeah. By the time me do all of the time reach my yard, me see a crowd. One judgment size crowd. Me say, no. I can't burn my house and burn down because I don't see no fire truck. Me don't see no ambulance out there. So me say, this look like World War I, World War II, World War III. In the midst of everything, me see my father, anybody know my daddy? He are tall. He are very tall. When I reach, me see the little boy with his hand like a son, like a baby in my hole. His daddy was there, and my father have a look on his face when it means to say you get a beating. That look there, no emotion, it was blank. Me know me in a trouble. The shoe when me show the little boy, in drop a ground, broke the hand in about 3 places.
Oh my God.
They had to carry the little boy to university hospital for them fix it. So I done something they used to do.
Where was this?
This was in Kingston.
Where in Kingston are you from?
I was born and raised in Eastern Kingston, Vineyard Town. Beautiful place. But I don't live back in that town no more. I live in country now.
You live in the country. What country you live in?
St. Anne.
You'd have to go there.
Garden Parish. Look at me plant 5,000 root of cabbage. 5,000 root of cabbage me plant. Me one. And me chop down piece of woodland and plant 5,000 root of cabbage. You have to dig 5,000 cabbage hole for that.
How long it took you to dig it?
I know me one.
So you give credit for yourself and somebody else.
The rest of them are there and me one there. The rest of them there, they would not talk.
Say them help you build how much cabbage hole? 5,000 cabbage holes.
Okay, so each person dug about 700 cabbage holes. Me dig about 18 or 17.
Zazan, you're not made to dig cabbage hole.
I found out that day.
You're not made for that. That's not your gift.
No.
When did you find out that you were so comedic?
I remember one time my aunt, she used to call me. She said, you say you look like a cut puss. And I don't know why that sounded hilarious to me. So I did the motion. So when she said, so you look like a cut puss, because I wrote like this. And the whole place pop up. So the more they laugh, the more me do it. If they have a cut puss, Lord God. And it was stuff like that that showed me that I had the talent. But that really never did draw me in a comedy. What I got exposed into acting, not because I'm acting, but because I'm a woman.
Oh.
I used to live at one place named Spanish Town. I said, place Sammy come from. My friend named Sammy Question. But I can tell you something about Sammy Question because the man that generally know. Back in the day when time you a young boy, I come up on stage in an entertainment and just a build name. And them man they give me big stage show. Thousands of people me walk out on stage and see thousands of people. I look upon them, I look back on them. And him do them something for me. Sammy. In general. But I was in Spanish Town. There is a producer called Super Valley. And Super Valley have some woman in one play. And Super Valley see me and come from school. And I say, So I say, no, he say, you can't act grown, so. And I said, then, Valley, me a DJ. Me can DJ. Give me a rhythm now, me DJ upon that. He say, him grown, so. So me go around there, me I say, fool Valley take me for you know. Man a DJ, man come and tell man about acting. When I went round there, I saw a young lady. She captivation me eye. Right away I start hear Cupid, draw back your bow. And that me hear. Me totally forget. Say I was complaining, so that's how I got into that production, and the rest of it are history. Went in, do my thing, got to love it more. So all the things that me used to do for me a little bit, a little trouble them, and a little mischievous something them, then come back to play on stage. And yeah.
What high school did you go to?
Oh, the best high school in the world.
Which one is that?
St. Catherine High.
It's not the best.
Thank you, Sammy. Thank you. Thank you. You're talking about me alma mater, you know. Well, not the matter, because the next thing you think of concrete.
No, I'm telling you, just watching you is hilarious for us.
I thank you.
It's hilarious.
I learned from the best because growing up, I remember a duo called Sammy Question and Apache Chief. I met me tell you, when I was a young boy, used to have one something in cassette.
Yeah.
Them a pitney have CD and iPad and then the something and zip drive and
yeah,
yeah.
USB.
Our thing was cassette. And when cassette drop, and say, which car was the first car on earth? Beep, 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 beep. Honda car. He say, how you know that? Because Jesus and him disciple them traveling one accord, and that has to be a Honda. When I used to hear this them and I pop up. Me and my friend them, so we get our training and we have to pay back respect. I want to do this, I want to say it because of who is here. But the truth are the truth. Them things they stick in our mind. And we use the truth then sometimes.
Yes.
Like me want to ask you, who was the first chauffeur? Who was the first chauffeur in the world? Ding dong dong, ding ding dong.
Ah, I have no idea.
Me can't tell you.
All right, tell
The
me.
first chauffeur in the world is Jehovah. Jehovah drove Adam and Eve out of the garden. So he has to be the first chauffeur. Has to be.
Yeah, Gus. We're on Harriet TV1. This is Chatting with the Stars. You're live. How may I help you?
Blessings.
Blessings.
You wanna, this is Craig, so big up Zazan. Definitely.
Okay, yes, but you were late. We are dealing with Zazan, a coastal comedian.
Oh man, what's the thing, but it's gone already?
No, it's started. He gone already.
Oh man, bless up, sir. Don't me watch it. I'm watching. I thought I was watching it live.
No, it's live. You're watching it, but it's that program finished.
You have to go to the,
You have to go to the network.
the live page.
You have to go to the live page.
Okay, oh.
Yes. And please stay on and watch our interview with Zazan. It's really, really heating up inside here.
I'll go to that now.
All right, darling. Good. Zazan,
Yes, man.
what were the struggles to be a comedian? Does it pay?
I'm glad you asked a question. I'm glad you asked a question, and I'm sure my friend Sammy can agree with me. When you're a comedian, a lot of times people take you for joke. Because you're just a comedian and then call you and you do your thing and then say, boy, it's one little thing. And so I have to give respect to man like Sammy. When I say Sammy is so intricate into putting on gospel shows and getting gospel comedians to come on and actually paying them. They're the gospel concerts that I see are built around comedians.
Yes.
And I like that because I remember in our early days, Caffinal, big up my friend Caffinal, when we do show, when everybody used to get them big money, and we do a thing and I excite the crowd just to see him, we get 2 pounds.
Yes.
You know, it's rough.
It's rough being a comedian.
Yes, it is.
What makes you stay true to it?
Well, if you go tell me, if you go pack one bag in a supermarket right now, I don't think that fit me.
No.
And if you go lift up a shovel too heavy,
Mm-hmm.
and if I drive a bus, my belly get big already. I'm going to big belly people drive bus, my me done big already. So the truth of the matter is, I do what I know is best. And I do believe that the Lord has given me a ministry. Because I use comedy and, I'm a Christian. So for all who are wonder, yes, I am a Christian. I should say gospel comedian. But there's something as a Christian that is said that it's our responsibility to evangelize.
Yes.
And I do my comedy, but at the same time, I'm always looking to tell somebody about God after me draw your attention. So as soon as I get your attention and I know you're there, I'm going to tell you about my Lord and Savior. I'm going to tell you about the good news. I'm going to tell you about salvation. And so that's what pushed me. My bishop in Jamaica, Bishop Codley, he said to me, he said, Brother Samuels, when you find a God-given purpose, the next thing that follow is provision.
Yes.
I spoke with Sammy and I said, Sammy, I want to do an interview for your show. And I said, oh, you mean, man, find somebody at Jamaica and make them line up and make you. And I said, boy, that's one good enough. But then while we are talking, somebody said to me, say, can you come and do something for me? And then buy me one ticket. Provision.
Provision.
Only God Almighty.
Yes.
Only God. So I encourage persons, even though it may seem as if there's nothing there, the reward is little bit, with God in it, little become holy.
Yes.
If may remember one story.
The fish and
Two fish.
Two fish.
And 2 loaves of bread.
Right.
I wonder if the giant our captain bake your bread because then the bread they begin, no? So maybe if you don't want captain bake your bread into that spread.
Yes.
I presume.
You presume.
But, you know, just know that God is our provider. If you remind yourself of that daily, you know, stress again. Say, if you get up and you know, see nothing in your cupboard, speak to the cupboard. Say, you are filled. Rice over there, so island, there's a cornmeal under there's a flour. I mean, me a boy love jasmine rice. So I say jasmine rice, and one more over there, so jasmine rice. Me have tin mackerel, kind of like tin mackerel. And by the way, Mr. Handsome, he was in collaboration with the government, and so they have officially changed the national dish.
What's the new dish?
The new dish is red and white.
What is that?
Tin mackerel and rice.
Did you get permission to change our national dish?
Yes, man, he spoke with the head of government.
And they decided to make it tin mackerel and rice?
I don't think they decided.
What do you think? They were the force?
No, they weren't forced either.
So what? They were manipulated?
We spoke to them and they didn't listen, but we just went in and enforced it.
Your own government? You've started your own government now?
Look here, what are you? Are you an interrogation officer?
Yes.
I did not sign up for this. I did not. The next thing you do, you know, you start to want to waterboard me.
Yeah, well, waterboarding is not the next step. I can't waste my talent on that. I would want you to just be in there and just make everybody laugh and save all the bad people in.
Yes, man, I want to save all the bad people in. The first step to save some who know, eh?
Go to jail.
Go to jail to save them.
Yes.
Well, we could have visited the jails then. That is something that we were thinking about doing back in Jamaica, to go to the hospitals, visit place of safety, visit the lock-up all the areas and the prison cells and speak to these persons. But when we say dress up enough, dress good enough, people may think I just the clothes I'm talking. I'm talking dress up your attitude.
Okay.
I'm talking dress up your character. I'm talking dress up your spirituality. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm going to talk about your physical attire. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Dress up yourself and put yourself in such a manner that when persons see you, if I'm walking on the street, yeah, me a comedian, if they see me, I say a comedian. But first and foremost, you're supposed to can feel free if you can reason about God.
Humility.
Yes.
Yes. And Chatting with the Stars is about the star quality behind the product. Mm-hmm. The product behind the star quality, I should say.
Yes.
Now, one of the things that I learned since interviewing you is that you can transition from being businessman to being comedian. and being a gospel minister to being yourself. How do you do that?
I learned from the best.
Who is the best?
I learned from the ones that were before me. I saw how they operated. I remember meeting a man in Spanish Town called Samuel. And as I said before, it's not because he's here, but also because he's here. I remember that journey, because why I remember that journey, that's the first time I performed in front of thousands of people at a show called Teen Splash back in Jamaica. And I remember going to the man, and the man said to me,
This is RHR TV1. You're on air. Hi, Chatting with the Stars. You're on air.
It's easy, lady love. I'm dying inside here.
You laugh. Let me tell you something. Laughter is a medicine from God. If you laugh every day, you will stay young. And this comedian is live. He's an actor and a comedian, a matter of fact. So, and
he is killing it. He is absolutely killing it. And I'm so happy that RH1 TV is back.
Yes, it is back. I'm back.
Yes, and it's back with a bag. I love it.
Yes.
You have to give Zazan another interview. One interview is not enough with this guy. Trust me.
I thank you.
Zazan, talk to her for us.
How are you?
I am great. I am enjoying every moment of your show, and I wish you would stay for the entire week next week.
Lord God. You look like you have planned to pay me playing fair for me.
I tell you.
But I'm
fun watching you. It's fun watching you. I'm really appreciating RHI TV, and I'm appreciating the comeback. It's really good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I thank you. I must spread the word here. Spreading is
I
caring.
am spreading it. The amount I share the share already. Trust me, I am spreading it. Everybody, no one can have this affordance me dead.
What's your name?
Philippa.
Silly.
Go again?
Philippa.
Oh, Philippa.
Yes.
Philippa.
Yes.
Hi. I am happy that you're enjoying yourself. I'm happy that you are here. I'm happy that you're a Christian.
Yes, to God be all the glory of all of the above and more.
All right. Thank you so much for calling.
Okay, I'm enjoying.
Okay.
No problem. All right, that was Philippa calling. The number is flashing on the screen. You can call in. Feel free to call in and be a part of this show. I'm telling you, it's a show right now going on. We have the best. I'm telling you, Zazan. Trust me, the quality of his work is that of genius.
Oh,
and we just want to tell him thank you for doing this. We need it. The stress. Let's talk about the stress of life. What were some of the stresses that you had to, the sacrifices you had to make to become Zazan?
First and foremost, when I started the character, one of the biggest stress was to find its voice. I could not identify a voice for Zazan. It was stressing in that I wanted to have a character that persons can identify with. I've done a number of stuff. I've done so much advertisement in Jamaica. My latest being KFC. I've done a KFC ad. That I wanted that story. But there was time when I was doing the character that my wife would say to me, BMs, she say, we not do something else, she say, and I'm like, let me just say, nah, work. And it was there, and I said, God, if this is what you have me do, let me find it. I'm going to tell you something. You see, God have a time when in just put something, but it look like it not happening.
No, yes.
It look like it not happen. But if you just exercise patience, you will recognize, because where God has taken me and placed me now, what he has done with this character. I'm not taking credit for it. I'm going to be very honest with you. I ain't taking credit for it. It's God. Everything a God. What he has done with me and this character, amazing.
Yes, totally amazing. And to watch you blossom as Zazan is fabulous. Yes, fantastic. You have a transition in some of the products that you have done.
Wow. I've done Digicel, I've done Latte, I've done ginger beer, I've done Guinness. Wow, some of them I can't remember right now. But my latest project is KFC. I've done 2 KFC. I've done one with Christopher Martin for the Olympics.
Oh.
Yeah, and I did one. I'm the lead character in that one when we drive one taxi. But I can tell you something about that. Let me tell you how God good. Before I become a Christian, I was a Rasta. Long story, so let us not go far into that. But the Holy Spirit convicted me, took me from where I was. Me was a man who used to curse the name of Jesus, never want to say it. If he say it, roll me, burn fire. And so he took me from there, brought me into Christianity. And that was not a short in America.
What was the call that you received that you know that you had to get saved?
It was twofold. I was facing a little problem, serious problem. And my mother, and that's why I'm speaking to some mothers. Christian mothers, pray for your children non-stop. Get on your knees and pray to God for your children to be saved. Pray for them. Yeah? My mother, when I got into the little trouble, she said to me, call on the name of Jesus. I said, I Rasta man, I call upon the name. The way I said to me, mother, she said, if you want to get free from what you're in, call upon the name of Jesus. And I said to her, I want to know, man, I call upon the name. But guess what happened? I was there saying all these things, and the problem wasn't going away. Mm-hmm. Jesus. I reluctantly called the name of Jesus. And nothing ever changed anyway. She said, say it like you mean it. And I called on the name of Jesus, but nothing still never happened. Everything that was happening was still there. She says, my son, you're not listening to me. Call upon the name of Jesus like you mean it. And I take a deep breath and I call the name Jesus. And even though the situation never changed immediately, I felt some relief, some release. And that was that. And that situation was being handled. But then, as I mentioned just before, that my friend, Chuchu, Cleve Warren, when Chuchu died, I was there with Chuchu. I was right there. I practically saw the man die. Wow. And in that moment, I said to myself, what is man? It's like, some people, like, you know things happen around you, but it never affects your immediate circle. Yeah. And then I was looking and saying, what is man? In my head, I'm like, Benjamin, just see the man a while ago, the man alive, the man, not even an hour, the man alive. I see the man stand up there, the man talk. And the man that's gone, no more. And I remember my wife, she was a Christian before I became a Christian, even though me take her out of church.
How did you manage to do that?
Well, I need one in the night for that. But I remember she invited me to church, and I was going through, I was depressed. I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping, I was just depressed based on, because all this happening short.
What was happening?
In my, what was happening in my, before Chuchu had died, some legal matters that came up with me that was there, you know, and it was, I didn't know what was going to happen because of the nature of the matter. And I was stressed out at that. I remember I said to my mother, boy, I'm going to look a lawyer. And she said to me, say, the best lawyer you can have is Jesus. She said, you don't need a lawyer. You need to seek Jesus. That was one of the things that she was saying. And then after he died, my friend Chuchu died, I was there stressing out at the same time. My wife invited me now to church. We go to church on Sunday, you know. Dress up and we go to church. I have relaxing time then. And when we go to church, the pastor I preach and me the outer door for my phone. So while the pastor in there preached, me they out the road from my phone and talk. And when I came back inside the church, the pastor done preach. I have to show you how long me there on my phone. But when I sat down in my seat, I don't know what happened. I heard the pastor say, come to the altar. And some voice in my head said, go up at the altar. I don't know where the voice come from. So me sit down and I say, hey, go to the altar. The voice said, go to the altar. Me go to touch my sister-in-law and ask her if what the pastor said is to come to the altar. The voice said to me, say, go to the altar. I walked and went to the altar. My bishop now, he rushed come over to me same time. And the man put him hand for me. And me said, I can tell you something. The floodgates opened up. I just started crying like a baby. Tears just running down on my face. Tears, tears, tears. And they took me to the prayer room and they were there praying for me. And they were talking in some language I mean I understand. Some holy language I mean some I'm there and they were talk. But now I know what was going on now. No. But before I'm there sitting and I'm like, what did I say? And them over me and them up talk one will bust up me and I said, when they really said to me. But when all of it was finished, God, in all his wisdom, I entered the prayer room and I didn't see that sign. When I opened my eye, I saw the words, I love you.
Wow.
I love you. And that made a world of difference to me when I saw the words, I love you. And it just started to change. I was battling inside because one side of me, I said, what am I doing? And I remember getting up 4 o'clock in the morning, having my Bible I read. So I would screech outside because I didn't want to wake my wife and my daughter. And I'd go in the bedroom, in the living room, and I'd take my Bible, and I'd read, and I'd beg God, I said, God, I want to go and talk to me, I need to know what happened. And I remember one morning, my daughter have a tie, you know, like a teddy bear tie there we can't talk. So I'm coming out 4 o'clock in the morning to go read my Bible, and the toy was at the fridge. Me see the tie, and I try to walk around, and my foot bounce on it, boop, and the tie was, and it loud, you see, like it have a speaker. So when I touched the thing, it went off. So I quickly grab it up and press the off button, put it back down, and walk off. And I heard, I love you. And I said, God, I know it's you.
We don't need anybody.
I don't need no other confirmation. And my relationship with God started here. He killed all my desires for about almost a year. I didn't have the desire to act. I didn't have the desire to do nothing. I didn't care about nothing. I just wanted God.
You got to that place.
To that place. So he cleansed me, cleaned me up for one whole, like almost a year.
What was that like, the process?
It was confusing at points. Because at one point I think I see it, and then at our next point, I see one woman pass me that one. And my man, what you doing? You're supposed to be a Christian man. What you do? But we never baptized fully them time. That was in the process. And I would say, God, what is happening? And why am I? One of the biggest thing happened to me. I never happened to any other Christian man, but between me and Christian, they have to talk the truth. Me, they are church, and church, they pump. Higher, God of Christ. The choir up. Praise and worship team up. Make I tell you, say, singing at one, I may tell you something, you know, when my church, they pump fire, you know, you have to bring one towel, because everybody has sweat. And while me there, they are dancing and singing, I may tell you something, feel the spirit, I'm moving up. Me say, the enemy, take me high and just go so, bam. One of the nicest shape you ever see. Coca-Cola bottle shape. Everything print out. So while me there in a high praise, bam, I'm like, nobody see me? Who see me all ago? Nobody see me do all ago? I was looking at that, like, God, why? In a church? And in a church? Oh, how that happen? I'm inside the church, me I praise you. How my eye got that so? But then little by little, you grow up. And then say, man no stone empty mango tree. Fruit up with upon it. So the enemy knew the purpose that the Lord had for me.
Yes.
And so you would have done things. And I want to tell some Christian people, some young Christian walkers, don't be discouraged by how you may feel at any given point, thinking that you're not saved. As long as you sincerely accepted Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, and you knew that, let me tell you this. Now make nobody tell you nothing. You are a Christian, especially the enemy. Don't make him tell you anything. You are saved, sanctified. You only need to trust God. Seek him. Anytime you feel like, say, things not go right,
Seek him.
seek him. Go to him. Go up on your face if you have to go up on your face. Ball out, say, God, what happened? And trust me, you will know that you're safe, because he will come to you.
Yes. Beautiful. That message has resonated throughout the program. I don't think we can get any better than this. You're getting it live from Zazan, he has, you name it, he has done it. And if he's sitting here tonight to tell you that there's no other way that mankind can be saved but by the name of Jesus Christ, as a Rasta. As a Rasta.
Was.
When did you cut it?
I cut my ear in 2015. I had my lapse about 6 years. Yeah, I cut it 2015. But I forget to tell that part because I went off because all the Spirit lead, and so we follow. I was telling you about KFC. I cut my ear in 2015. I wasn't eating meat prior to that. So even when I turned a Christian, I still never eat meat. So me stood up on the road, me and Girlie, and we had the place then. And every time I go up on the road, I'm hungry. God of Christ, I can't find food. Because everywhere I go, I meet. And I remember, I dip on the road, I'm hungry, I'm gassy, and I was me want to find one big word to pronounce the I was that thing there.
Yeah.
God. But he said to me, Brother Samuel, why you torture yourself? And I said to myself, I said to me, long and short of the story, I ate meat that January. And by the time I started eating meat back that January, I got that KFC had to do. Had I not eaten meat that January, I would have never done that KFC had then. Because I knew I would have to eat the chicken. So God is... I mean, we have to do this one at a time. I mean, it was...
What is it like sharing stage with Girlie?
Oh gosh, let me tell you something. He is a one of a kind. You have to start your face, for no laugh. Seriously. Girlie is hilarious and spontaneous. I don't know where he get the thought process from. He does things out of this world.
Who are your mentors?
Wow. My number one comedian is Glenn Titus Camp.
Wow.
That's my number one comedian. When I used to watch one show named Titus.
Well, you saw the one with the mongrel dog?
Oh, N16.
N16.
God. No, sir. Listen, man. Titus, and listen, all respect to Oliver Samuels, because let me tell you, the man is on a different level. But in terms of who I would emulate, who I would try to be like, it was Titus. Okay. Maybe because the two we have the same beautiful eyes.
Well, we can't get enough. I wish we could do another set on your life. It is so fulfilling to listen to and to get, you know what I love about this? It gives the children who are watching now, you are inspiring the generation coming, just like Samuel Question and Apache.
Yes.
Now it's your turn, inspiring all the young children who would like to become a comedian.
Yes.
And the struggles and acting, especially acting. Comedians have to act.
Yes.
And the acting gift that you have is now being passed on, because those who watch will now realize how important it is. If you're a comedian, that you can pursue this dream and you can pursue and be successful. This was Chatting with the Stars. I'm your host, Jordan Love, and we're featuring Zazan, comedian. He's very comedic. And are you doing a show up here today?
Oh, no. I am visiting. The only thing I did this was because I don't want Uncle Sam them come say me. I'm not doing any show, Uncle Sam. I'm visiting, and that's true. I attended a friend of mine father funeral also. So I want to big up the Gibbs and the Brown family. They're here. I mean, no, they might tune in and watch. Come share.
It was a pleasure having you.
Yes.
And we just want to tell you how much we appreciate you. You know what I love about you? Humility.
I have to. There's nothing I can do outside of God. When you recognize that, then you know that your praise must always be on the tip of your lips for the Lord. Always.
And with that, we can say good night. You heard from the man himself, Zazan. A name be on the tip of your tongue. His name must be on the tip of your tongue all the time. Thank you so much for watching Chatting with the Stars. I'm your host, Jordan Love. Have a good night. See you next week.